What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you had a great weekend. Hey, this is a big week. I hope you're ready for it. Today's edition, we're going to be covering a whole bunch of different charts. We're going to be going over a lot of ratio charts. Obviously, we're going to be going over stablecoin dominance. Just going to be looking at different things. So, if you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. Leave a comment where you're tuning in from. I really appreciate it. So if you're new to the channel, right, we had a subscriber request, Easy. He asked for some ratio charts. So we're going to be going over a lot of ratio charts today. If you don't know what that is, it's just strength versus strength, right? So this is the others chart relative to Bitcoin, and it's strength, right? So as this chart goes up, it's not that Bitcoin is going down. It's just altcoins outside the top, I think it's top 15, top 10, are going up, right? And so what we got right here is I know you can see it as clear as me, right? This is a nice little flush out coming all the way back down to the 2020. So right before this big run, right? Everybody got cleared out, right? So before all of this got cleared out, then you run, right? What does this remind me of? What does this look like? This looks like right through here, right? Like a nice run, and then people just getting cleared out, come down, make sure everyone is cleared out who entered down through here, and then what they do, they ran it up, right? Same thing. So it's just it's been longer. So imagine this longer, right? And I'll take a relative. Let's do that. Let's take the amount of, because this is months, right? This is months. So we'll do that. So we'll go from the breakout, right? Just from the breakout to the breakdown. That is about 27 bars, right? 27 bars. And we can even take this one. We can take this, right? We'll take this right here. So 27 relative to 57. And we were conservative, right? So this consolidation has been way longer, way more methodical, right? I mean, this was structured a lot nicer, right? You kind of got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, beautifully structured here. I mean, I I don't even know, 3, 4, 5, just longer, right? Just longer. If you got a red dot right here in May, I do want to show you guys something though, because in July, it was July on the weekly that we got the red dot, right? So we do have a red dot right now. Hopefully we're expecting a bang to, this week is going to be big. So macro things going on, China US trade deal, right? It's not so much of importance, the actual trade deal, but market makers, they use good news to drive markets up. They use bad moves to short markets and sell, right? You got that. You got the Fed meeting this week. Speculation about QT ending, quantitative easing beginning. You got Fed rate cuts, right? 25 basis points. Less than 75%, probably like 60% of a 50 basis point cut. And then you got like PPI data. So that's, a type of inflation that is relative to the markets and how they're doing, right? How it signifies how strong we're doing. And so all that looks good, right? Everything looks good with that. I do want to check out the weekly chart, right? Weekly chart, you had a red dot back through here in September. Okay, then you had to flush out, and I wanted to come back through here. This is not the one. This is not the one. I want to put this on days. That is the one. No, it's not on weeks. My bad. Okay, so we can kind of get an in-depth, look at what happened through here. I want to look at through here, right? Because this came down, right? Apples to apples, right? I just want to take a look what happened through here, right? We came down almost to the T, right? Came down almost to the T. We had where's our red dot up in April, and we sold off. And then you see how we were down through here. I know we were getting red dots down through here, right? Getting red dots. But your RSI is pretty weak, right? RSI is weak, and look at the momentum, right? You're way oversold. You're just waiting to be overbought. Okay, way oversold, waiting to be overbought. What are we doing right now? right? We're oversold, waiting to be overbought. Not so oversold as last time, right? Not as much as oversold, which is strong, right? Right. It's showing that we had a liquidation event and we're still not even that much oversold, right? We're still holding up. And so overall, right, I do think, right, Bitcoin is probably going to start running again. I mean, it's at 115 right now. Um, it does look like it wants to start running again, and that's fine. Let Bitcoin run. Middle end of November, altcoins start to run heavy, and then this will change, right? That'll kind of put us in the same time frame because what we got. This is weeks. So what, by like through here, right? So, hypothetically, because it's not just going to be 1 week, right? It's got to build up a little bit. Got to get bullish again. Something like that. So you just come down like that and then come up. Something like that, right? Something like that. I just put a line on there. I'm not certain for sure, but I do want to just kind of look at, as of right now, this doesn't look as set up as most other things. I mean, this is a wick. I mean, let's be real. This is a wick. Wicks are funky in this business, right? Wicks are funky in this business. So I do want to just take a high, and then I want to take like a low down through here. Because that's just, everyone knows already, right? That's the manipulation that's going on. Right, to even think about being, I mean, there's definitely some levels to get above. And this is just a general idea, right? A general idea. 786. Actually, let's go 786, 618. That 382, I'll just leave it on there. And I'll leave this on here. We can come back and check this out. Right, to even get bullish, we'll think about that. This is on the weekly. So, we'll come back and check this maybe 2-3 weeks. We'll see what's going on. And see how that planned out, right? See if we got to maybe come down for a little bit more. That does look like a 1-2. I mean, you do have like a 3, 4, 5, something like that. Nice little sell-off. There's no structuring here. There's no waves in there. There's nothing in there. So let's just see how that plays out, right? Let's see how that plays out. This, on the other hand, let's check on the. Actually, let's go to the 3-day. We got to check this out. Green dot on the 3-day. So we got a green dot on the 3-day. A bullishly postured RSI. Nothing too crazy. I do like this look though. I like how you're coming up like this, and you're trying to do something like that. All right. Almost looks like a flat pattern. Something. You're gonna come down and then boom. So setting something up pretty nicely. So we'll just have to follow that. We have some levels to the upside. But overall, right, this does look a little bit weaker, right? The others chart looks a little bit weaker, just in general. If we're looking in here, now this does look like a 3-wave move, right? That definitely does. And so, right, so you do have some sort of, right, 1, 2. Okay, can we get some more movement? Possibly. Let me throw this up here. Right, I mean, I don't even want to, I'm not even going to take that just to be conservative, right? Something like up through here. Where is this lining up with? This 718, almost. Let's do that right there. Okay. So those are some levels right there, and we'll move on. So that was the others. That was the others versus Bitcoin versus Bitcoin overall. Not Bitcoin dominance, just the strength of the value of Bitcoin. And I'll throw one of these on here on the daily. I'll throw a little trend line. Do we? Let's do that. Let's keep it right there. That's perfect. No, we'll do that. Yep. Cool. Alrighty, so we'll go down to, so this is going to be the total 2. So this is everything minus, so this is not including Ethereum. This is including Ethereum. I'm sorry, I get confused. So this is including Ethereum, and then the total 3 is not including Ethereum. So with Ethereum being included, We were tracking this, and we had it breaking down, and I thought, right, the kind of thought process was, okay, we're breaking out a little bit. Bitcoin's probably going to go into a run. Altcoins are going to consolidate. Everything went down. But this chart is actually looking a lot more healthy, right? You're finding you're bouncing pretty consistently right on the 100, and this looks beautiful. That's what you want right there. That's exactly what you want right there. So this is what we're hoping for. Let's see, right? This can change. You see how this doesn't have a red dot, right? The others chart versus Bitcoin, that can change in the blink of an eye. This thing has been selling off like crazy. I mean, this is on the monthly, right? This is on the monthly, so this is not for the faint of heart. Let's go from like, if I come from right here, let's come from like, I want to just get as many touch points as possible. What do we have here? Something like that right there. Boom, 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 boom. What do we have right here? Ladies and gentlemen, what is that? All right, got a bunch of rejections through here. Got one right there too. I like this one. This one is kind of the key, right? Finding a trend line that shows this, because I mean, this is a significant rejection, right? I mean, you went down 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 months, 5 months. I'm sorry. I mean, do you really count this going up? I mean, let's come on, let's be real, right? That's a pretty neutral, so all the way down. Pretty significant rejection. But look, you broke out. You're finding support at it. I mean, I'm just saying things. You gotta take the good and the bad. This looks pretty good. This looks pretty good. There's no red dot. You've cooled off on RSI. The Fu Manchu is not even close to being overbought like you were in 2020. Pardon me, 2021. Excuse me. So, same concept with the Fu Manchu. You got a red dot up through here. You're cooling off. You're cooling off on RSI, but you're still above this trend line, right? You're still above this trend line. You bounced on it. You broke out. You bounced on it. Are you coming back down to test it one more time, then go? I mean, look at this, though. This is freaking nice. The way that this is cooling off like this. Like you're going, I know you're going down. I know it's down, but the overall structure of it. I mean, you're probably looking at a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 setup, right? And you kind of got 3 waves to the downside right now. But this overall right here is what you want. I'm definitely gonna put some trend lines on it. I mean, the 20 looks like it wants to just cross above the 50. This is on the weekly chart, ladies and gentlemen. This is on the weekly chart. The last time that happened was down through here. Was 2021. And look what happened on the chart. I mean, look what happened. Like consecutive weeks, not 1 week up, 1 week down. Remember that market psychology I was talking about last week where, every breakout has just been immediately sold off. I think the next one's going to be real. You're going to have a little pullback. We're in it right now. All right, maybe today, tomorrow, it's kind of a little red. People uneasy about it. Then boom, it's going to happen, and people are not going to know what to do. Been saying that for a while, and you'll see with stablecoin dominance, baby. We drew this out a long time ago. This chart, this resistance line right here. But look at this, cupping into it, coming down like that. I mean, oof. Hey, I'm sorry I'm bullish still. I'm sorry I'm bullish, but this is just too nice not to be bullish. Something like that right there. That's perfect. Kind of want to get both of those. I mean, it's right at the resistance line. And then we'll come through right here. I definitely want to get that guy involved. Maybe get this guy involved too. Get something a little bit more along lines like that. All right. Cool. So it's the same concept, right? We're around that time frame. We'll see how this works out. If this is overall, a first wave, right? If this is a first wave, let's check out where we can go, right? Let's check out where we can go. Let's say, I don't like taking this as the low. It's just, it's such a fake out, right? It's such a fake out. What is more conservative? It is more conservative if we do take the low. Maybe I just got to use the low because it will provide us more. And look at that. Wow. Wow. I mean, I put this on before. Um, I put this on a while ago. I don't know when I put it on. The last time we covered the video, it's been a minute. But that's right at the 786. Wow, that's beautiful. Let me see. Let me get a little bit more accurate. I mean, 14.8. We're at 14.78. Potato, baby. So if we are looking at, levels to get to this 1618, this looks nice, ladies and gentlemen. No, not an extended line. This does. There's little nuggets around if you know how to find them, right? If you know how to find them, you can stay in this market and stay disciplined, right? This is not just hopium. This is positive structure. This looks very, very well equipped to do something like this. I mean, it looks even more structured than this. You had an impulse and you kind of were just chopping around. We've been slowly, something like this, and then ready to go. I know it doesn't have the three-wave structure, but it's the same concept. I mean, it kind of does. It's if you're counting this as maybe a, 4 5. I don't think that is. Maybe it's like a 1 2 3, like an ABC right there. Either way, that looks good. That looks good. So I'll take this off. Okay, good to go on that. We'll keep an eye on that. Let's go to the total 3. This is the chart that got a lot of people interested a while ago, right? And I mean, it kind of looks. I mean, hey, this bars pattern I had. I mean, the idea still remains the same. I can get rid of this because I got to redo it. But you moved up. And then you get a liquidation event. I mean, this candle through here to here was probably insane. I mean, I don't even... Where was it? Is that it? That's not... That can't be it. Maybe that is it through there. I can't remember where I took this from. Oh. Sorry about that. Dang, reset my mind. Either way, right? Either way, we had a liquidation event. Liquidation event didn't close below anything, but this is still in play. I do like it, right? You're sitting the same concept. You're sitting right below the 50-day EMA. Just hanging out, right? I mean, just methodically, just breaking down. Oscillating down, right? I do want to get a measurement of this, but I do like seeing something like this where you just boom, right? Absolutely, just shake out the markets. Let's see through here. I mean, this area. I'm gonna throw something up right here too. Is it on the daily? Nope. Something like right there. Yeah, perfect. Same concept, right? Same concept. They both look nice. I mean, you cuffed into resistance. I mean, you almost got like inverse head and shoulders building. I mean, that's what it looks like to me. I don't know. I do need glasses. I got my readers on, so But to me, that's what it looks like. It looks like we're getting ready to do this. Catch a lot of people off guard, right? So I'm going to be looking at these charts when we break out, right? If we start getting above this, if we're right at this level, right, I want to see what the market is doing, right? And then, boom, go. So that looks great. That actually does. RSI, yeah, you cross down below, but it's at this point it can change direction so fast. Yeah, 3-day just drizzling down. All this, you're kind of just drizzling down. You're kind of just slowly, methodically working your way down. It's nothing drastic. I mean, you're going straight up sideways, finding support at the 200. I mean, this looks so structure. This looks so nice right through here. This is what I've been waiting for like XLM, Chainlink, like all of the cryptos, right? You gotta explode and then boom, make a move, right? Explode, oscillate down, make a move. So gotta make a move, gotta do something, right? I have some right there. I kind of want to catch it through here. Let me see, I'm trying to get the most. Gotta get that guy though. We can do that. Or we can do, I kind of want to get the most recent bounces. There we go. I want to get the most recent bounces just to kind of see what we're doing. Just an idea, right? Doesn't have to be perfect, just an idea. It's pretty relative even with closing candles. So I'll leave that on there for that. So do have a red dot on the daily. Not too worried about it, right? Not too worried about it. Start the week off red is fine. You're building your candle on the weekly, right? You don't want to just shoot up, right? The weekly, that's perfect. Then you can have something like this, a nice little wick. So there we go with that. And then let's go over to, I do want to check out stablecoin dominance. Look at stablecoin dominance, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, we had this marked out. Look what we did. Hey, look what we did. Look what we did. If you're new to the channel, we've been tracking stablecoin dominance for a long time. Right, long time. We've had a fake out to the downside. We've had a fake out to the upside. Now we're closing. Now we're back below the 200 on the week that we called a while ago with purple. Hey, drop it in the comments how much you love purple, right? Hey, color of royalty, baby. Let's go. But all jokes aside, right? This is why I have this methodology, right? No panicking, not worried, right? The thesis is, right, we're closing below. We need to reject off the 200. What have we done the previous times? This one was the 100, right? That's the 100, but the big one was up through when we got through here. Like this was a nice drop, but once we got it through here and rejected 200, that's when altcoins and everything started to drop like crazy, right? And so what we're doing right now is we're rejecting the 200 on the weekly. We already have a nice wick to the upside. You see that? So we already built the bearish candle that we're looking for. It's not that it's red. It's that we've already went up and now we're, it's just time to slam down. I am thinking maybe today is a little bit green for stablecoin dominance. I've been, you know me, I've been tracking it. I've been tracking stablecoin dominance. We broke down through. That has to be on a different time frame. This has to be on a different time frame. Yeah, maybe not. I don't think it's on the weekly. That does not make any sense. Nope, that's on the 4 hour for sure. 100%. Yeah, that's on the 4 hour. We had the pattern within the pattern. Some people are like, bro, your patterns aren't by the book. I'm like, bro, they work. What do you mean? They work in crypto. They work, right? They work. So these are drawn out prior. There's nothing. I mean, you can go back. Hey, the regulars, drop a comment. You guys know, we've been tracking this. This is something. Look at this. I mean, you bounced off this the first time, came up, bounced off. What'd you do right here? You closed down below, but then you bounced down. You rejected, right? That's what we look for. That's what we want on the weekly right here. This is exactly what we want on the weekly. All right. So we're getting the cross down below. The 20 is crossing down below the 100. It's pretty bearish. It's pretty bearish on the 4 hour too, right? So it hasn't even happened yet on the daily, right? Now what we're looking on the daily, right? So we fell down below through here. It keeps freaking finding support at 665. I mean, what was it 66? Yeah, 665 again. This freaking 665 is just killing us right now. We need to get down below there, but I don't know if you can see this. The 100 has crossed above the 200, so now we can get that. We can get that to come back down like that. Boom, which is bullish for us, right? It's bullish for us. Overall, right? I mean, your RSI, you had triple bearish divergence. It was about time you had some bearish price action. And then on the 2 day, you had, I think it was double bearish divergence. Yeah, because this wasn't bearish divergence. So you had double bearish divergence. You've broken down under the moving average on the RSI. So everything's looking great right now. Everything's looking great according to plan. We're just slowly tracking it. You got a red dot on stablecoin dominance plus Bitcoin dominance. So this includes USDT plus USDC plus BTC.D. And right, this is a bearish pattern overall. This is a bearish pattern, straight up. Right, you're kind of just grinding up, and then right through here, this is super bearish. Right, can't pick a direction, can't do anything. Finding like slowing momentum right at the 100, rejecting, lose the 200. What this closes today too. This candle closes today, so that's what we want. Close down below that 200. We're looking beautiful. I do have this marked out. I think on the 4 hour. Yep, cross down below that. It's perfect. I mean, it's perfect. Right? Perfect, perfect, perfect. It looks great, right? The fact that you've come down, like kind of trickled down, you're finding resistance immediately. I've seen this with crypto over and over again. I'm like, all right, this is what we have seen for our bags, right? It's just a slow drizzle. You get a pump right into some EMAs, and you come down, you come up, reject, come down. It's just over and over again, right? I've seen this. And then last but not least, I will get into Bitcoin dominance. All right, same concept of Bitcoin dominance. We've broken down a little bit sharper recovery, right? Because Bitcoin actually did well, right? So you do have a sharper recovery. So you have a chance to flag out, then go. Okay, but if we have, now there's resistance, right? You come up through here and reject. Now you have an area where, okay, now we have an idea that we're going down. Okay, so overall, right, Bitcoin dominance is breaking down. This is on the 4 hour chart. On the daily chart, it's breaking down. It was kind of breaking down, kind of on the verge, and it kind of finally did it. And then the weekly, this is the week. This is the week. I mean, do you see what I'm seeing? Do you see what I see? Look at that. Been tracking that for weeks. Been tracking this for weeks. Once this crosses, I think we're going to see a very large move to the downside. Very large move, right? When's the last time that happened? 2021. Yeah, 2021. In what? February 21st, 2021. And then Bitcoin dominance fell through the roof, 2.5, 3 weeks later? Like, just collapsed. Right? I mean, I feel like we've been, the Bitcoin dominant or the Bitcoin others chart, the Bitcoin total 2, total 3 chart has indicated that we've been in a prolonged period of correction, a prolonged period of consolidation, right? And I think that's this whole thing, not just right here. This whole thing is just a bigger 1, 2, 3. You're coming up for a 4th, and you're going to get a 5. Or best case scenario, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? So you have one wave down. Right? You have your 3-wave move up. That's your 2. And now you got to get 5 more down, right? You got to do like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would make sense, right? Getting a 1, 2 off of this, because that would give us another 2, 3 weeks, right? After, right? Because this thing's going to cross either this week or next week. This is going to cross very soon. And maybe you get a 1, 2 after that. Maybe you get like a bounce. You come down through here, you bounce, and then you go. Same concept right here, but it's actually true. Right? We had that, but it wasn't sustained. We called this out back in August. I've been tracking it for a long time. I was saying, hey, this is going to come up through here, reject, and then go. I was off on this one. I'll own it. I was off on this one. Everything looked great. Then you just kind of grinded back up. But this next one, I think it's going to be true. A lot of people are going to be caught off guard. So, so there's that. My next video, I'm going to go through the, the coins, the individual coins with Bitcoin ratios. So this was the first ratio video, I'm going to do a video ratio of the other coins, and then I'm going to drop some, small little altcoins. So if you like today's video, please hit that like button. Please subscribe for more. I really appreciate everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I hope you guys got rested and recovered. This week's going to be a big week. Have a plan. Stick to your plan. As always, have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.